segment becomes fused to the previous segment. Now, just so you fully understand that this is indeed the most recent piece installed, have a look. When the Hong Kong government decided to build its longest cable-stayed bridge, they wanted something that would stand out not just as a bridge, but also as a piece of architecture. And given the Hong Kong skyline, where everything is tall and everything is wild and different and dense, the design that won the competition wasn't the most outlandish, but rather the most subtle. A pair of 1,000-foot-tall concrete and stainless steel towers that cut through the sky by day, but glow at night.
And that glow will come from enormous nightlights perched atop each tower. And right now, they're installing the last one.
Today, the crew is attempting to lift something called the bird cage. This right here is the very crowning jewel that sits atop the highest point on the tower. This is like a huge light bulb, essentially.
Yes, with computerized coloring and all this stuff.
Sitting about 1,000 feet in the air.
Yes, it's true.
During the lift, wind is the top concern. If it exceeds 33 miles an hour, the lift will have to stop. Otherwise, the bird cage, dangling from the crane's parallel wires, could spin out of control as it nears the tower top.
So your challenge is, as this thing goes up, is to make sure those two wires remain parallel the entire way.
Yes.
Despite the wind.
Yes.
Nice.
Good. Fun.
All right, let's do it. You ready?
Yes.
So already we're at about, what, 200 feet right now?
Yep.
And it's
swaying right now.
Oh, it's so close to the deck right now. All right, it's on top of the deck. It's going over. They cleared the deck. We're now standing about 30 feet above the deck level, and you can see the birdcage has arrived safely. First stage of the lift went well. And the good news is, if you look up atop the birdcage, the wires are parallel separate. So thus far, we're in good shape. Well, this is it. We're going from 300 feet in the air to 1,000 feet in the air. Myself and Artie are going to follow it up. And we're standing on top of this tower, but we're going to be standing on a platform 23 feet wide. Here comes our ride. That's the hoist that's going to take myself and Artie, and we're going to meet this thing. So the birdcage is going up, and so am I. All right.
This time, I'm going all the way up, to the very top of the tower.
Okay, so let's be very clear about it. We're now standing on the top of the tower, 977 feet above the Hong Kong skyline. This is it. This 23-foot wide space is where we're going to put this birdcage in a minute.
The crew is in luck. The wind has died down. Now they've got to anchor it for typhoon winds to come.
We got 144 30 mm diameter bolts.
144 of these all around the perimeter. Okay. So why does the birdcage need that much support?
The birdcage is supposed to design for more than typhoon number 8 wind speed.
So we're talking 200-mile-an-hour winds.
Yes.
Here it is. The birdcage is right over my head, and it's starting to come down. This is the highest piece of the West Tower. This is the shining beacon on top of the Stonecutters Bridge. Here she is. She's coming down. Now that the birdcage has been lined up, last and final step, put on some bolts, line up the washers, and this birdcage is in its final resting place, 977 feet above the harbor.
The birdcage is the crowning jewel atop towers that soar like skyscrapers. But for a bridge of this enormous size, its towers are breathtakingly thin.
I mean, there's an emotional experience when you go over a bridge of this scale and this size.
Yes, we were hoping that it would have a sculptural effect, so that you have the towers and this